Hi, welcome to the video Spring Authorization Server example with a lot to client credentials, runtime, and in-memory users. I am Nam Haming at Code Java.net. In this video, I'd love to share with you some Spring code examples that demonstrate how to enable an authorization server in Spring Security OAuth 2 with OAuth 2 client credentials, runtime, client credentials, users stored in memory, default security settings, auto-generated in-memory public and private keys. You will also learn how to test the Get Access Token API provided by the Authorization Server with Spring Boot Test, curl in command line, and Postman desktop application. And I will also show you how to decode the issued access tokens in JWT format. So, to help you understand Spring Authorization Server, I will be coding a Java project with the following key technologies and versions: Spring Boot version 3.4.0, Spring Framework version 6.2.0, Spring Security version 6.4.1, Spring Security OAuth 2 Authorization Server version 1.4.0, and the software programs I used to code this project: Java Development Kit, OpenJDK, Spring Tool Suite IDE, OSTS, curl command line tool, and Postman desktop application in order to test the Get Access Token API provided by the Spring Authorization Server. Okay, so let's get started by creating a new Spring Starter project in Spring Tool Suite IDE or any Java IDE of your choice. Click the link Create New Spring Starter Project or go to Menu File, New Spring Starter Project. Enter the project name as Spring Authorization Server Example, and you can see by default it uses Maven Java version 17, packaging type Java, language Java. Okay, group ID net.code java.rest API.rest API. Okay, click next and then choose the dependencies. We need to use Spring Security, Spring Web, OAuth 2 Authorization Server, and Spring Boot Dev Tools. Okay, and click Finish. And you see a new project has been created here, a Java Spring project. This is the default generated main class for a Spring Boot application. And this is a Maven project file, pom.xml. You can see the dependencies. We need to have Spring Boot Starter, OAuth 2 Authorization Server, Spring Boot Starter Security, Spring Boot Starter Web, Spring Security Test, Spring Boot Starter Test. Okay, it also generated a default test class here. We don't need, so delete this test class. Okay, so this is a new Spring Boot project. And before writing code to enable Spring Authorization Server, let's understand the roles of an authorization server. Typically an authorization server authenticates clients by verifying client ID and client secret or credentials sent by the clients, and it issues a new access token if the credentials are valid. And Spring Authorization Server uses Nimbus JWT encoder to encode and sign the issued access tokens in JWT format. And by default, access tokens are signed using an auto-generated RSA key pair stored in memory. And the OAuth 2 client credentials runtime is used for REST API security. It is machine-to-machine communication, so refresh tokens are not used. Also because this runtime does not require user involvement. Now, to enable Spring Authorization Server, we need to create a new configuration class So right click new Java class, authorization server config, and we need to use the configuration annotation for this class, configuration from Spring Framework, and we need to declare bin uptime security filter chain here, security filter chain here, filter chain authorization server filter chain with parameter is an HTTP security object. And to enable Spring Authorization Server, we need to use the new syntax like this: HTTP with and OAuth Authorization Server configurer. Here and .authorization server, and for default settings we pass a customizer with defaults and authorize a return statement here, return http.view, return http.view. Okay, and authorize declaration for the method. So this is a code we need to use in order to enable Spring Authorization Server with default settings, default security settings. Quite simple, right? And next, in order to use in-memory users or in-memory credentials, we need to declare the second bin of type registered client repository like this. Register client repository, register client repository. In this method, we return a new register client repository that contains in-memory credentials. We create the first register client like this: registered client 1 equal register client. We use static methods to build a new register client object with ID EUID. We assign a random unique ID, random EUID to string, and then we specify client ID, for example client 1, client name, for example John Doe. These are the details of client secret password here. For demo purpose, I use plain text password, so I use a prefix, square bracket, curly brace brackets, and noob, and then the password in plain text, password 1, and scope, for example read. Okay, and specify and we specify authorization run type here, authorization run type here. You can see there are several authorization run types here. For API security, we choose client credentials, and the second important thing we need to specify is client authentication method. Here we specify the client authentication method is parameters in the request body. So we use client secret post. Okay, so this is the basic information of a register client, and then we return a new in-memory register client repository, passing the client object 1. Okay, so this is the method that Spring Authorization Server will use to authenticate a client. It will verify client ID and client secret. You see, we use the prefix no to use plain text password, and it's important to use the authorization run type client credentials, and the client authentication method is client secret post. And as per the OAuth 2 specification, the Spring Authorization Server must provide the Get Access Token API with the following details. The endpoint is /OAuth2/token, and the HTTP method is post, and the required parameters in the request body are client ID, client secret, and the value of guarantee in case of client credentials. Guarantee is client credentials. And the response body in case of invalid credentials is a JSON document that has the few error indicating the error invalid client. And the response body, if the client credentials are valid, is something like this. It is a JSON document with 3 fields: access token, token type, and expires in. And next, let's write some code to test the Get Access Token API provided by the Spring Authorization Server. So we create a new test class here, security test. For the testing of Get Access Token API, we need to use the Spring Boot test annotation to launch the whole Spring application. And we will also need to use mock MVC object to make fake HTTP requests. So we need to use the auto configure mock MVC annotation. And in this class, we declare a string constant for the access token API endpoint like this. Get access token endpoint is /OAuth2/token, and we need to use an object of type mock MVC like this, mock MVC, to perform mock HTTP request, mock MVC. And the first test method, we test the fail case. Test get access token fail. We use the mock MVC object to perform an HTTP request, mock MVC dot perform get the URI is get access token endpoint. And because as per the OAuth 2 specification, it requires parameters in the request body, so we specify the request parameter using the param method like this. The first one is client ID. Here we specify a valid client ID, client1, client-1. It matches the client ID we specify here, but I specify client secret is different because this is a failed test case. Here the second parameter is client secret. I specify an invalid secret password 2, but here it is password 1, so the request will not be authorized. And the last parameter we must specify is run underscore type, and the value should be client credentials for REST API security client underscore credentials like this. Okay, so we specify 3 parameters like this in the request. And for the assertion, we expect the status is unauthorized. And we also do print the details of request and response. Okay, and then we expect the response is a JSON document, so we use the method JSON path, and we verify that the JSON document does contain a field name error with value is invalid client like this, is invalid client. invalid underscore client. Okay, so this is a failed test case. And let me run the test. Right click, run as unit test. And I think it will success. And let's see, we got the error 401, but was for access token and boy, sorry, we need to send a post request, not get request, my mistake. Post request using the post method here and run again. Okay, the test is success, as you can see here, and you can see the details of request and response in the console. HTTP method post request URI / OAuth to / token parameters client ID client secret one type, and the response details here. Status for one body is the JSON document, and you can see it has the few error with value is invalid underscore client. That exactly what we expect in this test. So you see, this is the first test for the get access token API provided by the Spring Authorization Server. And in the second test, we passed a valid client ID and client secret, and we expect the response is a JSON document that has the following information: refused access token, token type, and expires in. Okay, so switch to the IDE and let me code the second test method here. It is similar, so I can reuse and change the method name to test get access token success. And this time I passed a valid client secret, which is password 1. As you can see, password 1 here in the Spring Authorization Server configuration class here. And we expect the status is okay. And for verifying JSON, we expect it has the token type field is bearer, token type is bearer. And we expect the second field that has the name is access token, access underscore token, and we expect it is a string, so we use the method is string here. And the third field we expect it is the expires in field, which should be a number. The name of the field is expires in, and it should be a number, so we use this method is number. Okay, so this is second test for the successful case. Test get access token success. We passed a valid correct client ID and client secret in the request body, and then we verify the content of the JSON document in the response like this. Okay, let me run as unit test. You see the test is successful, perfect. And let's see the details of request post request URI / OAuth / token parameters client ID client secret client type. And the response is the interesting part here. You can see status to our successful and content type application / JSON. And you can see the body is a JSON document that contains the access token. Let me click this to see. Okay, to see the body better. You see it has refused access token, which is encoded of the JWT, and token type is bearer, and expires in is 299 seconds. Make sense? Next, let me show you how to decode the generated access token by the authorization server here. So copy the access token in the response. Okay, copy, and to decode you can use an online tool such as on the jwt.io website. Okay, and paste the encoded access token into the encoded text box here. Okay, and it is decoded here. You can see the information of the header, algorithm, and token type. And the payload is the data that is the set of claims. You can see subject, client ID 1, audience, client ID 1, not before. You can see the explanation of claim name here, issuer. You see issuer, expiration time, issue at, and 0T unique identifier. Okay, so we can use this online tool to decode an encoded access token generated by the authorization server. Very useful, right? And next, let me show you how to test the get access token API provided by the authorization server using curl command line tool. So we need to start the Spring Boot application. Right click, start. Okay, the application has started, as you can see here. Started with port number 8080, context path is slash, and open a new terminal window and use this curl to use the curl command line to test the get access token API. Okay, something like this, curl and then -d and specify the parameters. The first one is current, current type equal current underscore credentials, and the second parameter is current ID is current -1, and the third parameter is current secret. I specify a wrong value, ABC, for example, and then the API endpoint is localhost port number 8080 /OAuth2 /token, and -v to see the verbose output. Okay, hit enter. Okay, you see post /OAuth2 token, and you can see the response from the server for one unauthorized, and in the response body is JSON document showing the error invalid current. That means the authorization server is working and it refused the current credentials in this case. Now let me test again by passing a valid current ID and current secret. Here I specify the valid current secret is password 1 and hit enter. And you see it works. The response status to our successful one. You can see response body is a JSON document. It has refused access token that contains the JWT in encoded form, token type, bearer, and spiced in. On macOS, you can use this syntax to format to prettify the JSON output. JSON underscore pp. Okay, now you can see the response is a prettify access token spiced in token type. And you can also copy this access token to have it decoded using an online tool. Copy and go to 0t.io website and paste the encoded access token here, and you can see it is decoded on the right side here. Very convenient and useful, right? And let me update the code to add the second client details in the configuration file here. Okay, we have the first register client, and now let me create the second one, client 2. Copy and paste here, client 2, client ID, client 2, client name is David Kumar, client secret, password 2, scope right. Okay, and to return more than one client, we can pass the second client like this. Okay, and the server will automatically restart. And now let me test the get access token with the second client details. So here I need to pass the client ID. Value of client ID is client-2 here, and client secret is password 2 here. Okay, successful, and we got a new access token issued by the authorization server here. And let me copy and decode it. Copy and decode here. Okay, decoded. Now you can see the values in the payload client 2. Scope, it doesn't have scope. So in another video I will show you how to customize the access token generation to have information about scope of the client here. Okay, so far so good. Next, let me show you how to test the get access token API provided by the Spring Authorization Server using Postman desktop application. So in the collection, I click add a request. For example, test get access token. The method is post and the URL is localhost port number 8080/OAuth2/token. And in the body we must choose XWWW from URL encoded and specify 3 parameters here. The first one is when type equals client underscore credentials, and the second parameter is for client ID, client underscore ID, which is client 1-1, and the next parameter is for client underscore secret. The value I passed wrong value, and click the send button, and you see we got status for one unauthorized, and the response body is the JSON document telling the error invalid client here. And I can modify the client secret here, password 1, click send, and now I got a successful status to our OK, and in the body is JSON document, access token, token type, and expires in here. I can try the second client with password 2. You see, it is also working as expected. So that's how to test the get access token API provided by the Spring Authorization Server using Postman desktop application. Note that in the body you must select XWW from your encoded and specify 3 parameters in the request body like this. Alright, that's a great example about Spring Authorization Server with OAuth to client credentials, grant type, and in-memory users. I hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share this video. Thanks for watching.